just like you did on your first back cover. My name is Clark Williams.
You know, campus isn't open for another hour.
I know. I just had to come meet the man behind No Juice in the Jungle.
Look, I wrote that book over 20 years ago.
24 years to be exact. I have a friend that has a book enthusiast for a father, and he introduced us to your work when we were freshmen in high school. I thought it was a masterpiece, you know, something positive to push the culture forward. I know you haven't wrote anything in a while, and I'm only assuming it's because your last 6 books didn't captivate the majority. But there's men in this world that have so much respect for you.
And your friend?
My friend.
The one with the father. What are his feelings?
Oh, yeah, Tony, yeah. I'm sure he has it on his bookshelf, but he didn't come to this university for the sole purpose to be lectured by you.
Mr. Williams, is there anything I can actually help you with?
Help me become the best writer. I only came to this university for you. I know this is my calling, and I want to be pushed by the best.
I was wanting something different, but that something different was boring to the person already living it. The feeling of achieving something magical was no longer majestic once the magnificence died down. Now, I want a 1,000-word paper on something you thought would add value to your life, 1,000 words on something that didn't. Due next Friday.
So you want us to write 2 separate papers?
That is correct.
Professor Simmons always doing the absolute most.
Listen, class, if I didn't push you all to be phenomenal writers, I wouldn't be doing my job. I want 2 papers, 2,000 words, due next class.
2,000 words?
Professor Simmons!
My office hours are Wednesday and Thursday, 4 to 6:30 p.m.
I tried your office yesterday, and you wasn't there.
How can I help you?
Clark Williams. It's the first book I've ever written.
Worried boy is a warrior.
I don't expect you to read it right away.
I'll take a look at it, but I'm not an editor and I can't help you get it published.
And I don't want your red pen, Professor Simmons. I want your honest opinion, your feelings.
I'll take a look at it, Mr. Williams. You have a good weekend.
The first time I experienced betrayal, I was 6 years old. Orange slices was my favorite. They can turn into the weapons if the right amount of juice got into the eyes of a villain. The villain my mother married because she was useless after my father left her. I never told anyone he touched me inappropriately. I didn't know it was inappropriate until I entered the 6th grade. How ironic the number 6 is constantly in my life. I was 16 the last time he touched me. The only hour worse than others. I fought hard and only made him more excited. I thought even the devil would be ashamed. How does one become a man once your innocence is dismissed? Your mind is violated with the idea that pain is necessary. Fear becomes worship because doubt is replaced with sorrow. The disruption of your spirits continue to the point of numbness. How do you mourn pieces of your being while still living in your body?
I can't believe you came in here looking all good and with Chinese food too.
I knew you'd probably be eating a tuna fish sandwich with the whole no wife thing.
Joy, don't start.
What? I'm serious. There's no way you're content eating alone.
I actually have peace of mind.
Okay, what about a piece of ass?
No, why would you be concerned about that?
Because you're Lyle. I recently been offered a executive position with Hardcover Hope.
Joy, that's amazing.
I know. I get to go directly to the CEO. There's no middleman. That means I'm the man now, and I want to be your man. Or woman. I want to get back on top.
Joy, you don't have to do that.
I don't owe this to you. I owe this to myself as my friend and someone I love. You can't end your career because you're feeling sorry for yourself. Your last book changed lives. You're a genius.
Well, I haven't really written anything in so long. I don't know if what I do have is worth you taking a shot on.
Cut the bullshit. This is nice, but come on, Lyle. You're only as good as your last project, and it's been 20 years. This opportunity might not come again, and I think it's time. Lyle, this book is going straight to the big boys tomorrow. I'm on my way to the airport now. I can't guarantee anything, but they already seem interested. I think you were right. I think this is your comeback.
What the hell is this?
I see you bought my book.
Your book? That's my book.
Clark, you relax, please?
Bro, what you mean? You supposed to be my mentor. It's bogus as fuck.
And this is what mentors do. Listen, just calm down, relax. This is the business that we're in. A friend of mine was able to get this book published by me. You think if I would have told them about you, it would have done half as well? Look, you're 18, fresh out of high school. You got your whole life and career ahead of you. I needed this. And just think, when this check clears, you're gonna be $100,000 richer.
I think it's time for you to quit that teaching job. The big boys are talking Hollywood. Yes, that Hollywood. Can you imagine a movie being based on your book? Also, Randy Randazzo is next week, and I need you in New York early to freshen up on your media training.
Sorry I'm late. Professor Dan Stevens.
Dan Stevens.
Where's Professor Simmons?
There is no Professor Simmons. He quit.
What? You mean he quit?
Yep.
It's Late Night with Randy Randazzo.
Joining us tonight, we have New York Times best-selling author, Lyle Simmons. First off, wow. This book had me experiencing every emotion ever discovered. It's incredibly visual. But there's no way you just made all of this up. Is it actually based on your real life?
Yes, actually. I was able to create something from the heart because I knew there were people out there who could relate. And I could relate as well, seeing as growing up, I was touched by a neighbor.
So that's how you were so descriptive. But it wasn't your stepfather that touched you. And what made you change the story?
I decided to rearrange the narrative because I couldn't completely tap into the reality of my personal truth without feeling down. My mother is deceased and raised me as a single parent, so creating a story with elements of that fiction was pretty easy to do. I didn't have to worry about hurting any feelings. My focus was on getting closure while producing something impressive.
Two-time best-selling author, Lyle Simmons, everyone.
I would like to thank everybody for joining me here today. The success of my latest book has brought me back to life, and I never thought that I never thought that in a million years that I would be here again. I'm grateful, honored, and thankful. And if I never write another book again, the love I've received from my latest accomplishment will carry me throughout my lifetime. Thank you.
I can't do this anymore.
Clark, it's too late to back out now.
For who? You or me?
Didn't you get your money?
Man, you think $100,000 gonna justify me abandoning the whole purpose of my book?
And what was that?
Honoring my dead brother. 'Cause those are his stories.
So you didn't write the book either?
Look, man, when my brother died, he left me a journal full of all the wicked things that my father did to him. The man that I thought was my hero was giving hell to my brother.
Look, I'm sorry.
Man, you ain't sorry. You a fucking fraud. You used me and didn't even give me a chance to agree. You gave me $100,000 check when you said to make millions. You think I'm a fucking idiot? You highly mistaken.
I don't think you're an idiot. You're an intelligent, bright young man.
Man, you gonna come clean about this. You gonna come clean about everything. I'm going to the press myself.
And how would you prove any of this?
I have my brother's journal with dates and everything. To the end of the week, bro. My appreciation for you goes farther than just having a great book on my shelf. I became a writer because of you. I've read every book you've ever written,